Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86. Here you will find everything from your favorite characters, from anime, series or movies, such as figures, statues, trading cards, and other limited special edition items. I will show you everything that is included. For example, we will discuss the design of the box, how it's packaged, the design of the figure, the articulation points, the accessories that are included, and we will see our favorite characters in special scenes. And you never know, you might see other characters make special guest appearances, so you can decide whether it's worth getting or not. Subscribe and join me on new weekly adventures. Now let's start the show. Let's go. Welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86, and today from Aniplex and the BUZZmod figure line, I present to you Nezuko. This is the demon advancing version, which is how she transformed while she was fighting Ducky in the district arc. The box is basically decorated capturing the dark pink, which is this particular Nezuko's color. On the back side of the box, you can see Nezuko doing several poses, as well as an image of her fighting Ducky. Nezuko is packaged in two blister packs. The first one has the figure along with the blood effect part. The second blister pack has the hand gestures, the different facial expressions, as well as the little robe that Nezuko wears over her kimono. I still don't like how BUZZmod packages the different hand gestures. They still consider to use the sticky tape on top of everything to hope that it holds everything together. The parts that I don't like about it is because with time there's a chance that the glue either will strip the paint off the hands, or worse, it will just lose the stickiness over time and eventually they'll just end up falling out. I would really love for them to package that kind of like individually with kind of one of those snap-in features that would actually hold the pieces. I do like that they package the heads in different little bags. Here's a quick pass of the instructions that come with Nezuko. Basically shows you how to swap out the hands, how to put the little vest on, and how to swap out the heads. So apparently you gotta do something special there. This is the 360 of Nezuko straight out of the box. And again, this is the demon advancing version. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. At a first glance, because she doesn't have a shoe on one foot and she does on the other one, I'm not sure how that's gonna play when it comes to balancing her when doing different poses. The kimono that she is wearing, basically from the bottom of the waist down, that is made out of real cloth, but from the top to the mid waist is made out of the soft rubber plastic. Follow me on IG at Titan del 86. The figure is not that tall. We'll see what kind of articulations we get out of the hair. That's always a concern that I have. That is something that always comes up when we get these types of figures with the long hair. Now let's check out the articulations that come with this Nezuko figure. The hair is a little bit heavy for the head, so it will have an effect when trying to pose her in certain angles. The hair rotation is not as good as I was expecting. This is as far as down as she can look, and this is as far up as she can look. The hair appears to have a little bit of articulation. As you see, I can turn it. The two bangs that she has don't flex or move, they're just soft rubbery plastic. Same thing with the one on this side. You can see a little bit of the hair movement here, up and down. The hair is divided into two main sections, a left hand and a right hand. This is on the other side. This is as high up as I could get the hair. You could get 360 out of the arm. The only issue is that the hair is interfering on the back side. That's as high as it goes. That's as forward as you can get the arms. That's as far as back as you can get her without interfering with the hair. Looks like you can do this weird move here where you can kind of dislocate the shoulder to get it closer to her body, but I don't see what you're gonna gain there. I don't know why BUZZmod likes to do that with their figures. This is something that I don't see when it comes to s.h.figuarts. Here's the elbow. Here's the wrist. Very good movement there. One thing to be careful is that her arms and wrists do feel very fragile. This is as straight as the arm can go. You could also do 360 on the arm. She's got a little neck movement here. It's not a whole lot. One thing to note, I think this is the problem of why we can't really get a good head rotation on her. If you see how they did the pin, it's basically off to the side to give you this type of motion versus and straight up and down or normal horizontal. So that explains why I was struggling there. They should have did the same execution that they did on Daki. I think that would have helped this figure a whole lot better when it comes to the head rotation. She's got a little bit of chest movement there. Not a really good rotational though. I'm having a hard time gripping her to see if the rotation is really there or not. This is as high as her leg can go. And this is as much of a split as I could get her without the leg coming off. This is as far back as the leg can go. She's got 360 by the thigh. This is something similar that we saw with Daki. Here's the knee, the ankle, the little toes. That's some pretty good movement there. She's got some good side movement as well, and you could probably do a 360 here if you really wanted to. So that's really good there. That will help with balancing the figure. Now for the other foot. Good movement there. This is as far as the toes can go. They don't go down. You could probably do 360 if you want it. Overall, she does have some limitations on the poses, so hopefully they don't really play a key interference factor for our purpose. Here's a closer look at the 4 expressions that come with this particular Nezuko. The first one shows the evil demonic smile. The second one is more of an action expression where it shows her kind of screaming. The third one shows her crying. This is something new that I haven't seen in a particular figure. As you can see here, they attach 2 little clear rhinestones, I believe they're rhinestones, to basically simulate the tears. Hopefully they don't fall off later on. And the last one is basically the one that shows her quote-unquote normal expression, which is her just showing her teeth grinting. In this scene, I have Nezuko with the grinting expression. She has some really good details, especially on the flower pattern that is around her chest, her arms, and her legs. The other thing that I like is that BUZZmod really put in a lot of time giving you that perfect detail on her face. She is doing one of her kicks. Watching her fight in the show, it seems that she was really reliant on her right leg. For some reason, she always stomped on the demons or just gave them that Spartan kick with it. I think I got lucky here that I was able to balance her on one leg. Just manipulating the hair, the arms, and all that position, I was able to get that perfect balance that you see on the screen. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. If you look closely, you can see that her nails in both her arms and her feet are painted. And it's really good to see that type of level detail being used on a figure. The other thing to note is that her nails are somewhat sharp, kind of like the demon type claws that they always get. So you probably want to be careful when handling the different hands, especially the ones that really show the nails. Don't forget to follow me on IG at Titandel86. I do not know why, but on my particular figure, that right leg always keeps coming off the joint. Let me know in the comments if you experience the same issue if you have this particular Nezuko figure. In this scene, I have Nezuko flying in the air doing her high kick. I gave the expression that shows the demonic, evil smile, where she's gonna put the finishing move on Daki. One thing that I did to help drive this scene home was to use the special effect parts that came for Goku. By doing that, it gives the effect of the leg coming strongly down, because this is gonna be a powerful kick. Overall, the articulation points that I've done with Nezuko so far, they've been pretty well. I haven't seen any strong restrictions from the figure other than the hair and obviously the neck movement, but with this pose, as you see, it doesn't really interfere. The other thing is I kind of would have loved for the legs to come a little bit higher up to show that strong flexibility to get that leg really up in the air, but obviously the figure does have its limits and this is one of them. For my case, this is as high as the leg is able to come up without it falling off the socket. It would have been nice if the leg could go further up, but this is just nitpicking. The figure is pretty solid overall. It's not a bad one to have in your collection actually, especially if you're a Nezuko fan. I know Shinichi is. I don't think Shinichi has seen her in this particular form, so I don't know if he will change his mind or not, because in the show he does show that he does have a crush on her, at least early on in the season, which it didn't reflect much after the second arc of the Mugen Train, and same thing in the district arc. And in Swordsmith Village, he wasn't really present there. So we haven't really seen Shinichi interact with Nezuko when she's in this demonic form. In this scene, I have Nezuko fighting Daki. I gave Nezuko the action expression and Daki the surprise one because she just took a strong kick to the head. She was underestimating Nezuko's power the entire time. For this one, I was able to use Nezuko's demon blood art effect part. So here, Daki is getting engulfed by the blood demon art from Nezuko. For this scene, to get the figures to balance, I had to use the stand. Let me know in the comments what do you think of this Nezuko figure. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Overall, the Nezuko figure is pretty good. Even though it has its limitations, they barely show up. And as far as the legs coming off, that was no biggie. You can just quickly snap them back in anyway. So this is the second to the last of our Halloween series. And obviously it falls to Nezuko because she's a demon and Halloween is about all those demons, ghosts and spirits and all that stuff. So she falls perfectly into this category. Don't forget to follow me on IG at Titandel86. In this scene, I have Nezuko with the crying expression and Tanjiro with the mad action expression. This is basically the scene when Tanjiro was trying to calm Nezuko down to go back to her regular form versus this more demonic evolved form. In all reality, I would have loved to have a Tanjiro expression that kind of shows him like sad or shocked. I think that would have matched this scene a lot better, because out of the 4 that I have, which is the ones that came with Daki and Tanjiro himself, none of them could really capture the scenery that I was going for in this one, which is the one where he's trying to calm his sister down. Let me know what do you think of these BUZZmod figures of Nezuko and Tanjiro. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Hopefully you can see the tears that were added to Nezuko's face. I also added the wooden box in the background. Overall, the Nezuko figure was really good. I didn't see any drawbacks to it except for the one on the hair. The only issue that I faced with the figure was that the legs kept falling off the joints from the hip when I attempted to do a lot of manipulation on the legs. But other than that, there were not any problems with the figure. BUZZmod put a lot of strong details into this Nezuko figure. This is all I have for you today. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And I'll see you next week with the last Halloween video. Thank you and bye.